Probably the most common question that I get asked is, Lawrence, how can I start an agency and take it to 10K per month? So in this video, I want to explain exactly that. I want to walk you through everything. And before we begin, why should you listen to me? I have started 2 agencies, grown them both to 10K per month and beyond. First is Lawrence Marketing, where we worked with e-commerce businesses, helping them grow, and Hey You, where we help marketing agencies generate more appointments, and grew them both past 10K per month, and Hey You much further than 10K per month as well. So I'm going to share with you everything I know about taking an agency from 0 to 10K per month and a lot further along as well. We're doing north of 100K every single month with our agency, and I'm going to share with you a few things. Now, before we can start with how to grow to 10K per month, which is what everybody does, they miss out a massive step, and they don't look at why most people can't get to 10K per month. And for me, there's 3 main reasons why people can't get to 10K per month. And what we need to do is be able to remove those reasons, remove those problems, remove those bottlenecks so that we can easily get to 10K per month. So the first reason is because people don't have results. They don't have results. They don't have case studies to share. They can't show proof that their service is going to be good and that, somebody should give you their money in order to do work with you. So results are a big barrier to entry. You're starting out, you want to get your first client, you haven't got any proof, you haven't got any case studies, you haven't got any results. Kind of a problem. So that's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is that there is no trust. There's absolutely no trust. Again, you haven't got any results. There's no proof. There's no trust. When there's no trust in a relationship, it's very difficult to get somebody to give you money. So these are 2 of the biggest barriers when it comes to starting your own agency and getting it to 10K per month. And the third thing that most people kind of forget about is what I call second order costs. So second order costs, what are these? Well, these are the hidden costs that clients have to incur when working with you. So let's say, for example, you run an ad agency and you're helping e-commerce companies, just like we used to do. You're helping e-commerce companies to grow. So you are charging them a monthly fee for your service, for example, but the second order costs of working with you is the ad spend that they have to incur with Facebook, Instagram, Google, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever. It's the software costs, it's the email software, it's the SMS software, it's all the things that are in some way attributed to your service, but they're not what you're charging the client. They are second order costs. And because of second order costs, it can become quite difficult to sign clients. So let me give you an example. If you said to your client or to a potential client, like, I'll work with you for free, a lot of clients still aren't going to want to work with you because of these second order costs. They're not really concerned about paying you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. What they're actually concerned about is giving you the keys to, say, $10,000 a month in ad spend. They don't want you to waste their 10K ad budget. They're not really that concerned about the 1K that they're giving you or the 2K that they're giving you. They're concerned about the 10K, the 20K, the 50K that you are responsible for spending inside their account. These are the reasons why people struggle to start a successful agency, get it to 10K per month and beyond. I think once you get it to 10K a month, getting it beyond is so much easier than getting it to that 10K. You always hear people say, like, making my first million was hard, the next 10 were way easier. And it's the same, but just on a smaller scale. Getting to your first 10K is difficult, and it's difficult because of these 3 things. Now, what if I was to tell you that there's a way of basically removing all of these 3 things, and therefore getting you to 10K per month is way, way easier? Now, Warren Buffett has a really great quote. It doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you're in. And if you're in the wrong boat that requires you to have great results, huge levels of trust, and the second order costs are very high, then it's going to be difficult to get you to 10K per month. So I want to share with you the model that removes all of these things, so we no longer need any of them. So let me explain this model that doesn't require you to have great results or any results, doesn't require you to have any trust, and where there are no second order costs. And it is a cold outreach agency. And let me explain why it doesn't require any of those 3 big barriers to entry. The way that a cold outreach agency works is, I'll map this out for you. So once we have a niche, what we need to do is then basically offer a service. So let's say, for example, we're going to offer cold email. So we offer cold email to your chosen niche. So we've selected an audience that we want to go after, and now we've selected a service. What we do is this is the service that we offer to our clients, but what we do is we actually do outreach. We do our own outreach, and what we do is we send cold emails. So we're sending cold emails so we can get our own clients. So we're sending cold emails to these guys here, right? And what happens is we get somebody onto a sales call. We say like, we'll run your cold emails for you. So you get them onto a sales call, and this is where most of the time it breaks down. For most people that are starting an agency, it breaks down. You get somebody onto a sales call, they say, great, have you got any results? Have you got any case studies? Can you show me some things? Because trust is low. I know that I'm going to be spending a whole load of money with you if you require ad spend for the services. And so you're unable to tick these 3 boxes and therefore sign them as a client and therefore start that journey to 10K per month and beyond. So we get onto a sales call with a potential client and they say, have you got any results? And you can say, yeah, I have. You know how you're on a sales call right now with me? And they go, yeah. And you got onto this sales call through a cold email. Yeah, you sent me a cold email and I replied and now we're on this call. Yep. So you are the proof. You are the proof that this works because you're an intelligent, successful business owner and I've managed to send you a cold email and get you onto this call. So you are the proof that this works. You are the case study. You are the results. You are the testimonial that this works. You're living, breathing proof that I am capable of sending cold emails and generating attention, generating interest, generating sales calls. The fact that it worked on you is proof that it will work for you. And they go, yeah, true, it worked. It worked on me, then why wouldn't it work for me? And you go, exactly. So you've ticked that box of results. And all you need to do, you don't need to worry about like, can I generate results? You've already generated the proof. You're already proven to yourself that you know how to do it because you've done it. You've got somebody onto a sales call. So this is the problem with loads of different agencies like an e-com agency, for example. You've still got to prove that you can run ads, that you can write copy, that you can send email flows, you can do conversion rate optimization, that you can do SMS flows. You still got to prove all that stuff onto a sales call when you're on a sales call. You don't have to do this with a cold outreach agency because the proof has already happened. They're already on the call. You've done all the hard work. They know that it works because it's worked on them. So that's how we tick the results box. Now it's like, okay, we've ticked the results box. There's still no trust. There's still no previous history, no previous experience to show to your prospect that they're going to work with you, they're going to give you their hard-earned money, and that they're going to get something in return. The way that we handle trust, what people tend to do with trust is we've got this big thing here of trust, and this is where so many people go wrong, is they'll say like, we'll give you your money back, we'll do this, we'll do that, we've got all these amazing things as to why you should trust us. They can work, but what is better than solving trust? There's one thing that is way better than solving trust, and it is removing trust from the equation. Another thing that you can look at this from is like risk. So trust is like, there is trust required because risk is involved, right? When there is risk involved, trust is needed. And these two are kind of self-reflective. If one happens, the other is needed. So we need to remove risk for our client. And we do that in our pricing structure. So we say to clients, like, there is no risk. There is no need for trust because I'm only going to charge you for the results I generate you. So you don't need to trust me because I'm going to go away. I'm going to do the work. And then when I generate you a lead, a call, a client, it really depends on the niche. But when I generate you the thing that you want, which is generally going to be like leads, calls, or clients, then I'm going to charge you. Then you're going to pay. So you don't have to trust me. You don't need to trust because there is no risk. Once I deliver the thing, then you pay me for it. How does that sound for risk mitigation? They go, yeah, okay. And because you have positioned the relationship in this way, trust is now massive. So you don't need any, but consequently, you've actually generated loads, which is kind of paradoxical because them knowing that you don't require money upfront to work with this client, you're going to bill them based on results, shows them that you are confident in your ability to generate results. And how we generate results is a topic for another video, should I say. But as long as you work with the right clients, generating results is very easy and straightforward. And so therefore, the pricing structure is how we eliminate the need for trust. which again, bringing it back to the topic of this video, is how you're going to be able to sign your first few clients and get to 10K per month, because there is that barrier of results, trust, and second order costs. So let's have a little look at number 3, second order costs. So I'll give you a real life example. When I first started and I started my e-commerce agency, I was speaking to lots of different clients, small ones, medium-sized e-com businesses, and big e-com businesses. And I could work with the small ones okay, because I had some proof, I had some case studies. I could work with the small ones. I could work with some of the medium ones, but not all of them. And I couldn't get any big clients. And it was because of not my fees, it was because of the risk associated with a big client working with me. And I remember the first time that I signed a client that was spending 100K per month on ads. It was a big deal. And it took so long to sign that client. They were worth a lot of money to me, but it took so long to sign that client because of the huge level of risk involved working with me, because of the massive second order costs that are associated with us working together, which is 100K per month in ad spend. If we can start an agency that requires no or very little second order costs, then we remove that problem as well. Because if we say to somebody, look, you're the living, breathing proof that this works, and we solve the trust thing somehow, like we don't need to get paid. Don't pay us at all, never ever pay us, or only pay us once we deliver you the leads. But you need to spend 10K per month in ad spend. It's like, okay, so I know you're not getting paid, but I still need to risk 10K. There's still a lot of risk involved for me. So most agency owners struggle because of these hidden second order costs that they don't really think about. They don't really think about the situation that they're putting their clients in. So the beauty of a cold outreach agency is the fact that there are no second order costs, or if there aren't, sometimes there are second order costs, and if there are, they're very low, like less than $1,000 a month, which for most businesses is, a very small amount of money. And if it is a big amount of money for a particular business, then they're probably not the right client for you. And we talked slightly about like making sure that we get paid based off results. We need to make sure we're working with the right client. And if a client can't afford $1,000 a month, then they're not going to be the right client. You're not going to be able to generate them good results, and therefore you're not going to get paid much from that client. So this is why, I believe that the cold outreach agency model is the best, because it removes all the bottlenecks, all the barriers to entry for somebody that is starting an agency and wants to get to their first 10K per month quickly. They don't need results, they don't need trust, and there's no second order costs, or very, very low second order costs. So in my opinion, this is the best business model. And another reason why is because we do our own outreach through cold email to sign clients that we're going to do cold email for. And so therefore the only skill that we need to learn is cold email. And so I call this the single skill success cycle. A bit of a mouthful, I know, but basically what it means is that you only need to learn one skill, single skill success cycle. We get good at doing cold email. It means that we're able to generate sales calls. And by getting good at doing cold email to generate our own sales calls, not only do we grow our own business, but we also get good at the service delivery, which is cold email. So the better we get, the more clients we sign, and the better we get, the better the results are for the client, which means the more money that we make, and which means that we sign more clients, which means that we get more money, and it's just like this single skill success cycle. See, it might sound like a lot of words, but it all makes sense. So yeah, this is how you get to 10K per month. Remember, it's not about how hard you row, it's about what boat you're in. Warren Buffett came up with that, not me. I can't take the credit for that. It does not matter how hard you row. It matters what boat you're in. It matters what vehicle you're in, what business model you choose to get to 10K per month. There's loads of them out there, but some make it way easier than others. If you want to find out a little bit more how we can help you start your own cold outreach agency, then click the first link in the description. There's a video of me explaining it in a bit more detail. So take a look at that video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.